Tasting like a boss. How you guys doing? Another Christmas edition flavor, and we have Minerva McGonagall dressed up as Mrs. Claus. Show me your beautiful dress. Look at that. So I was trying to pick the dog I was going to do the review with tonight, and she seemed to be into me like, hey, come get me. So I went to go get the dress, right? Yeah? Want me to finish the story? Okay. And as I brought the dress to her, she jumped down and sort of ran away. So I put it on her, and I was getting everything ready for the review to get set up, you know, all the massive setup that I do. And while this is going on, Boss of Boss, my wife, points out that she's going on a rampage. She is not happy wearing this dress at all. No, she's not. And she started going around, and we have pillows on sofas and chairs and everything else. She got up there and she started knocking every single one of them down. And every time she knocked it down, she'd look at my wife like, she didn't do this for pause, but you know what I mean? Like, and so yeah, I promised her after the review I'm going to take this off, but you do look pretty. You're a pretty girl. Okay. So what flavor are we doing today? Well, we are doing Lavazza Holiday Blend. I have done a review of one of Lavazza's flavors before, but it was in a can. It was a nitro cold brew that I got in Norway and Epcot. I had to go back to the videos to find it, but I knew I had done something on this particular brand before, and I did not like the nitro cold brew that I got. It was in a, like I said, in a can, and it tasted metallic, and the nitro did not make the coffee taste creamy. But I saw this, and I thought I'd give it a shot. And this is just luck and happenstance. If you look at it, it says Rifle Paper Company Lavazza Holiday Blend. And on the back, it gives an explanation. It says, during the holidays, togetherness is what turns a small moment into a lasting memory. That's why we joined with Rifle Paper Company to bring you something more special than just a cup of great coffee. As you gather this holiday season, we hope to make your moments a little more beautiful, one cup at a time. Medium roast, 100%, with notes of toasted almonds and warm spice. So, Rifle Paper Company. I thought to myself, well, how are they doing that together? And then I started thinking it must be the design, which is a very pretty design on the bag. It's really elegant. And so I decided to look up Rifle Paper Company, and it just so happens that I think the name of the woman who runs the CEO is Anna Brand. I might have it wrong. You can look up on Wikipedia. But she's based out of Winter Park, Florida, which I'm in Altamont Springs, Florida. The church I used to go to is in Winter Park, Florida. That's where all my kids were born. I mean, it's awesome. Winter Park, Florida is like our home. So the idea that this coffee that I got just so happens to be connected to, at least for this packaging, with a company that is also local. You guys know how important the Florida connection is for me, and I just thought that was kind of neat. So I thought that's kind of cool. Lavazza is an Italian brand coffee. They've been around since 1858, 1859, something like that. So they've been around for quite a bit of time, and they are well known throughout the world. So I'm hoping this will be good, but you know what? Let's give it a taste. We're gonna be doing it in the cold brew. That's right, I got in the Griswold cup. We're gonna be doing it in the drip. I figure why not drink it out of, again, Santa's Head, which we used for a recent Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer cereal review. You should check that out. That was kind of fun. And we're doing it in espresso. So let's give it a scent. Well, not a scent, but a sniff. It says it's medium roast. I concur with that. It is a solid medium roast by smell. So let's give it a taste. Let's move to the cold brew. Cold brew for over 24 hours. Tasting like a boss. Here we go. I got you, girl. That's a good cold brew coffee. The notes run medium. The spice is there. Did they say almond? I'm not really tasting the almond in the cold brew, but I am getting the spice notes. So it's not overly earthy. It is, you know, it's refreshing. And then they have these earthy, spicy notes at the end. Quite pleasant. So that's a thumbs up for me. Not overly flavored, but a good cup of cold brew coffee, better than you're going to get at almost any store. Let's move to the drip. The drip actually smells like it brews up almost like a dark roast. Actually, it's very, well, I mean, all coffee will look this way, but this is a little bit more, it almost like it has legs to it. It's muddy. So let's see if it tastes good. Tasting like a boss. Okay, that's a very different flavor. The almond notes you detect and the spice. This is a complex, that's a complex cup of coffee. I like it quite a bit. I'm not sure if it, you know, screams to me, you know, holiday blend. But that's a good cup of coffee. A little bright at the end, which is kind of weird because it smells as a brew's dark roast. It starts out tasting medium, and then it has bright notes at the end, more like a light roast. So again, a dynamic flavor, but not getting really a holiday vibe off of it, but still a good cup of coffee. I guess you'll get the holiday vibe from the cover. Let's move to the espresso, all right? Here I smell the almond and the spice. That's a good smell. Tasting like a boss. Here we go. It wouldn't be my thing. There's too much of a sharpness in the beginning. Kind of takes away from the enjoyment for me. I know some people like to have that sharpness. What salvages it is that it ends more mellow and earthy, but the sharpness in the beginning is the type of sharpness that if it was at the end, I wouldn't drink it at all because it would be sour. So you get this sharp sour note that levels off and becomes earthy. So for me, it's a no. Don't get it if you want a holiday flavor because it's not gonna, it doesn't scream holiday flavor. It does not scream holiday flavor at all. So I wouldn't do that, but I'm not saying no for everybody, but it's a no for me. So no on the espresso for me. Yes on the drip, that's a good cup of coffee, but again, I'm not getting holiday blend vibes. But the cold brew, that's just a solid cold brew. It's just another solid cold brew if you want a nice light to medium tasting cold brew. So Lavazza, good for cold brew, good for drip, not espresso. And thank you Lavazza for partnering with a Winter Park company. All right, so there you go. Until next time, I'm gonna let this one be free. See, you earned your freedom. Freedom! All right, you happy again? Yeah, all right. Till next time, guys, keep tasting like a boss.